Hey, what is up everybody? It is Wick here, and I've got some items I've been selling on eBay. eBay's been popping off since I can't really do Amazon and I'm focusing all my time. I'm doing Amazon merchant fulfilled on what I can, but I got a lot of FBA stuff that I'm waiting on until they allow FBA shipments again. So I've been listing a lot on eBay, and here's what we got. A lot of this stuff that's sold is broken or damaged, so you can make a lot of money on broken and damaged stuff. But real quick, if you're in the market for some bubble wrap, the 24-inch long bubble wrap with the big bubbles, there's a great deal right now for $13.99 for a 125-foot roll. I just got some, and it's free shipping, and I think it's a great deal. If you buy this amount of bubble wrap, the big bubbles at like Home Depot, you're paying $40 or $50 for this amount of bubble wrap. It's kind of expensive, so I think it's a great deal, and there's a link in the description for that if anyone's interested. But let's get into these items. This first item here is this Sony WA55. It's like a cassette player recorder. This was pretty long, probably about that long, maybe about 12 inches. Had the power supply. I found this at Goodwill for $5, and I didn't know if it worked. A lot of times the tape players don't work, and when I tested it, it didn't work. There were problems with it. The tape player was not working. So I still sold it for $40 plus shipping and made $32.46 profit after all cost and fees. This happens a lot when especially when you're at yard sales. You see something like this and they may have $5 on it and you don't know if it works. And if you buy it, you're just out of $5. But these Sony units right here, and many Sony units and many vintage electronics, even if they don't work, can still make you money. I knew buying this, if it didn't work, I was still selling it for about $40 or $50. And if it did work, I was probably selling it for over $100. So it's a no-brainer buy. Even at $10, I would have bought it because, like I said, they sell if they don't work. Here we have this Bose Soundwave. This was in a video here recently, and I think the title of the video was my best find of the year, which it was. I paid $10 for this, and I was going to sell it for about $485. Unfortunately, it didn't work after I went and tested it. The weird thing was it would work if you left it on for like an hour and it had power. But as soon as you unplugged it and plugged it back in, it's like it had to warm up and do all this stuff. And I did a lot of troubleshooting, and I guess there's a fuse or something on the board that needs to be replaced. You have to solder and all that stuff. So it's something I wasn't going to do. But remember, I paid $10 for this, and I sold it for $149.99 plus shipping. The guy ended up paying like $188 after shipping and tax. And it sold within like 30 minutes of me listing it. So even broken, I listed it at $150 and it sold super quick. Maybe could have got more, probably could have got more. But since I only had $10 in it, I wasn't worried. I just wanted it to move. It also came with a second remote, and I just sold that remote separately for like $25, I think it was. So that was a great pickup. Unfortunately, I couldn't sell it for $450 like I was planning. But again, if you're buying Bose at a great price, even if it doesn't work, you're going to make money on this stuff. Some of the Bose power cords can be over $100 alone. So when I'm at a yard sale and I come across a Bose item, it's just kind of, it's like gold to me, right? It's like a big pile of gold. And sometimes you don't know if that person values it as gold or what. A lot of times you say, how much is your Bose? And they want $200 for it. Then you got to make the choice of, hey, I could pay $200 for this and still make a pretty good profit selling it for $485. So there's a lot of opportunity with Bose. Here is something else that sells well broken if you're getting it at a great price. PlayStations, video game systems, people repair these. If you're getting these for like $5 or less, then you're doing great even if they're broken. I sold 3 of these sets here, memory card controller and a PlayStation Slim with all the power cords. All of mine worked. So I sold them for $54.99 plus shipping. 2 of them I got at yard sales the previous year, and I only paid $10 for the set. And one at Goodwill for $15 that I bought. So it was a great flip on those. They move fast. So my profit in the end was $11.87, a great profit on the PS2 Slims. Here is some Transformers Generations toys. I got 5 different packages of this. One was Optimus Prime, Jazz. I'm trying to remember them all. But I got them at Salvation Army, and they were anywhere between $5 and $5.99. But unfortunately, the boxes were filthy. They had layers of dirt on them. They were damaged. One of them was even so damaged that the packaging was open. And I didn't want to pay the $6. I didn't know The comps weren't great on them. I'm looking, I'm like, there's not a lot of information. These are probably going to sit forever, but I bought them anyway, and I've sold them all, and it only took a few weeks to sell them. The Optimus Prime went really quick. I think I got $40 or $45 for that one. I got them listed here as a lot, and I paid $25 for all the Transformers, and I sold them for $130. I got shipping on each one of those, and I made $104.44. One tip I can give you if you're selling action figures like this in the box, don't sell them on Amazon unless you're the one shipping them, because if you're doing FBA, they get damaged a lot, and collectors want the box to be pristine. Also, make sure if you're looking up comps on action figures and they're new like this, that you're paying attention to your condition, because a mint condition one of these might sell for $100 when a box damaged one might only sell for $20. So you don't want to be in too deep. That does matter a lot with collectibles and stuff like that. Hey, look at this item. This item always sells. These are Columbia boots. Good condition. I paid $5 for these, and I sold them for $39.99 plus shipping. So my profit was $28.57 in the end. Columbia boots, if you're buying this style right here in good condition at a great price, even though they're saturated, they always move for me, and they always move very quickly. So here is an item that moved within 20 minutes of me listing it, and this is a Nintendo GameCube Game Boy player disc. Had the manual and everything. I found this at Goodwill for $1. I sold it for $77.99, and I made $60.35 in the end. Such an easy sale, and with it selling within 20 minutes, I'm asking myself, hey, did I list this too low? I don't think I did. There's a lot of them selling in the 50s. 60s, 70s, and there's a couple selling for about 85. So I just priced mine, competitively, and it sold. So people are looking for these things. You need these to play. You can see I'm pointing like you can see me pointing. Down at the bottom of the GameCube is this little thing that goes on the GameCube, and you can put your Game Boy games in there and play it, but you can't unless you have this disc, and this is the disc is the rare part that you're looking for. It's a real small, just a GameCube disc here, Game Boy player. I wanted to add this to the collection, but $1 into $77, I just went ahead and moved it. Here are some Sperry Boots, topsider, duck boots, I believe you call them. A lot of Sperry boots and shoes, they're just so saturated, they're not worth picking up. You got to be careful. But this style right here flies off the virtual eBay shelves. I paid $5 for these at a Salvation Army. Actually, they were $10, and they were half off. I cannot believe these sat for a week until they went half off. But anyway, yeah, I got them for $5. Sold them for $49.99 plus shipping, $36.90 after all costs and fees. Here is another great item to look out for. This is a Nintendo Wii game, Nintendo Wii Sports. Usually comes in just the little CD sleeve case. This particular one was sealed, and these keep going up in value. I sold this one for $37.99, free shipping, made $24.58, paid $3, typical game price at Goodwill. Usually, sometimes they overprice things, put a $10 sticker on them for whatever reason. But this can make and break a Wii lot. If you're looking to buy a Wii, like a yard sale, and they're wanting $20 or $30 for it, and you see this sticking in there sealed, all of a sudden that Wii lot becomes, worth picking up at $30. It may already be worth picking up at $30. It just depends on the condition and all that. But when you're looking at lots, it's good to be able to recognize which games, move quick and add value to the system. And Wii Sports Resort is even better if you find that sealed. Hey, look, filters. We can't get out of a what sold video without seeing some filters. I picked these up at a Vietnam veterans thrift store. Paid $2 for them. They were a quick flip at $27.99. They shipped free because they were so light, and I ended up making $17.20 in the end. So it's not like a huge sale, but these smaller items, they always add up. And anytime I can turn $2 into $17.20 for practically, 5 minutes of work, I'm in. And then finally, we got this Radio Shack tape eraser. I remember making the comment in one of my haul videos when I found this. I've been sourcing now for almost 10 years for resell, longer for like video games and stuff. And I've never seen a tape eraser that I can remember. So of course, the unique stuff that I don't see often, I look up, I pay attention to. This wasn't a huge sale, but I paid $3 for it. I sold it for $29.99. It sold within a day, so people are looking for these tape erasers. I'm not even sure exactly how it works. I think you just run it over your tape, and it's like a huge magnet, and it just, you know, erases the information. I don't know the technical side of it, but that's what I got from it. The only way I was able to test it, I plugged it in, pulled the trigger, and it lit up, and I described that in my description. But I made $19.34 profit after all costs and fees in the end on that. So these 10 items, a lot of this stuff broken, damaged, used, and I still made $548.37 out of these 10 items. To me, that is great profit, and just the joy of going and looking for this stuff and going to the yard sales and thrift stores. You can't beat it. That's going to do it for the video, everybody. I really want to thank you for watching. Hit that like button for me on the way out. Don't forget to subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, flipping_junk. Ring that bell. And this has been Wick. Till next time.